Seriously, who understands Chinese nowadays or back in the day or like even in the future? Like, no one. They just don't make sense to us. Foreigners or Westerners, Chinese are just from other world. Anyways, before you couldn't have children, after you were allowed to have children, but now you don't want to have children. Now you want to pay for children. In today's story, I'll tell you everything about it. So are you ready? In a story that challenges traditional perspectives on family and motherhood, a 29-year-old Li Shue-ke from Shandong province has sparked a flurry of online discussion. Unmarried and childless in 2019, Li took an unconventional route to motherhood. She spent 500,000, that's like 500,000 renminbi. In peso, it's over $1 million peso. Anyways, on donor sperm from the UK and gave birth to 3 mixed-race children through in vitro fertilization. Each year, she reportedly spends an additional 100,000 on raising her children. Okay, she's a rich woman. I want children, but I don't need a husband, nor do I want marriage. Okay, guys, this is just getting spicier. She don't need a husband. Li declared a statement that has polarized public opinion in China. For many, Li's journey to single motherhood represents a bold assertion of female autonomy, while others view it as an affront to traditional family values. By the way, she's quite pretty. She must have some jobs done because, okay, later I'll explain. Li Shuike's early life was marked by hardship and instability. Born in a rural village in Heze, Shandong, her family environment was tumultuous. Hey, shout out to Shandong, where my assistant is living at. Who here is watching from Shandong province? I've never been there, but her family environment was tumultuous. Her parents' marriage, initially filled with affection, soured after her mother became pregnant. Li's father, initially drawn to her mother's beauty, became emotionally detached when her mother's appearance changed due to pregnancy. His neglect turned into outright infidelity and abuse. As tensions escalated, Li's mother ultimately divorced him, choosing to raise her daughter alone. Growing up without a father, Li often felt self-conscious and longed to experience paternal love. Her mother, however, discouraged any attempts to reconnect with her father, fearing it would only lead to further disappointment. A summer visit to her father's confirmed her mother's concerns. Li discovered her father had remarried and treated her half-brother far better than her. A single act of violence, her father slapping her for a minor mistake, cemented her resolve to never rely on men. Oh my God, this is so sad, really. Like here in Latin America, a lot of women can relate to such like absent fathers or even abuse from them. This turbulent upbringing profoundly influenced Li's perspective on relationships and family. Determined to chart her own path, she prioritized independence and self-reliance over traditional marital roles. Li's determination wasn't limited to her personal life. As a child, she displayed exceptional talents in dance and modeling, securing local competition wins and catching the attention of industry professionals. Despite financial constraints, her mother supported her ambitions, enrolling her in dance and modeling classes. After high school, Li moved to Shanghai to pursue a career in modeling. Although she faced setbacks, including the loss of a lucrative job following the 2008 Wenchuan earthquake, she pivoted to entrepreneurship. She established a modeling agency and later ventured into e-commerce, earning substantial income and achieving financial independence. Oh, I'm so proud of you, girl. You know, it's not easy to be a girl in this world. It's not easy to be a man. So, not say a girl, especially here in this side of the world, Latin America, Mexico. And just to be able to confront difficulties and even come out of them somehow victorious is just really something big for women nowadays. Especially we're judged no matter what. If we are not tall enough, curvy enough, beauty enough, pretty enough, young enough. Last video struck me hard, guys. Fertile enough, etc., etc., pure enough. Her busy career and lack of trust in men, Lee's romantic relationships were few and unremarkable. Her busy career and lack of trust in men hindered her ability to form a lasting connection. By her late 20s, Lee had largely given up on the idea of finding a partner, but remained committed to the idea of having children. Late 20s still for America's continent, I mean USA, Canada, and the whole Latin America. I mean, Latin America does vary because the southern the region, the younger they get pregnant, I believe. Anyways, late 20s still, like in developed cities just like Mexico City, is just so very young, nowadays. In 2019, she traveled to Thailand to purchase donor sperm from a UK sperm bank, spending 500,000 renminbis on in vitro fertilization treatments. After several failed attempts, Lee succeeded by implanting 3 embryos, all of which developed successfully. The process was grueling. She endured over 130 injections to support the pregnancies, but her perseverance paid off. When her mother initially learned of her decision, she was shocked and angry. However, upon meeting her 3 grandchildren, she quickly became supportive. Oh my God, this is a story full of courage. Seriously, you can, before like judging or criticizing the girl, it's just so courageous, like to go for yourself, to like do all these. I wouldn't be able, not yet, guys. I still have some hope. And by the way, so many of you just commented like 38-year-old is not useful anymore to have children. I do believe we still can have children. I wish to have maybe 2 children. So I don't fancy the idea of getting sperms. That's just no. I want to have a husband. Raising 3 children while maintaining her career has not been easy for Lee, but she has embraced the challenge. She employs 3 nannies to help care for her children, but remains deeply involved in their lives, frequently sharing joyful moments with them on social media. Her social media posts reveal a glamorous yet hands-on mother. Despite her busy schedule, she finds time to take her children on outgoings and participate in their daily activities. Now she's 34. Lee continues to draw attention on her youthful appearance and financial success. I face challenges, of course, Lee admitted in an interview, but my children are my source of strength. Seeing their smiles fills my heart with happiness and makes everything worthwhile. Lee's story has divided Chinese netizens. Some applaud her courage and independence. This is a strong woman who knows what she wants in life. Who says women had to rely on men? One comment wrote. She's giving her children a good life and making her own choices. Isn't that what freedom is all about? Another added. However, others are very less supportive to that. Children need a father. This is selfish and irresponsible, a critic argued. She's rich now, but what if something happens to her? What will her children do then? I mean, come on, guys. The last comment about she's rich now, but what if something happens to her, like her wealth? What will her children do then? It's just like you and others. If you are rich or not rich and you have children, you cannot just wonder or sit and ponder, like, what happens if tomorrow I will not have the same income? What will my children, what will happen to my children? It's just the same for anyone else. Like, if you are not rich and your husband, if you got married to one, loses his job, what will your children do? I mean, this question is just like, what will they do? She will look. Haven't you seen the spirit of this woman? I mean, I'm not being a supporter of going for sperms, at least not in my own life, not yet. I don't know if one day I'll think about it, but no, I really want to have all this partner experience in my life. Anyways, I do defend the idea that if she has been so hardworking all her life, what will her children do? Like, they will just cheer her up. With their love and their smiles, she will know what to do because she has been doing things all her life. It's like, like usually successful or business people, or business-minded people will always be business-minded people. Even if you lose everything now, tomorrow you will find a way to get it back or get it better. There's no question about it. I just think the question is just so nonsense. Even if she's rich now, even for anyone else that also is rich, that also did marry someone and have a husband, and they rely on the husband's job or position, what happens if the husband loses his job? What happens? These things happen on an everyday basis. Like, look, I've seen many videos about America or USA suffering from job losses. People is just struggling. What will happen? The parents will manage to get ends meet, right? Especially if you have been like that hardworking all your life and that courageous, you will find a way. If you made it once, there is a big possibility that you can make it twice in life because you have grinded and you know the way, you have some experience. So this comment about her being rich and just maybe losing everything, what will happen to the children, is like those saying, just if you have enough, you can have children. Like, there are some families that perhaps they are not earning that much, but they do care a lot for children. They give them a lot of care and love and whatever they have, whatever their income is. And that will be always more than enough for them, for the children. And there are also, at the same time, some others that are super rich, but they don't share quality time with their children. They don't play with them or, so they don't have this kind of cozy home feeling. So there is all kind of families. Once you have children, they're already here. Why are you criticizing what will happen to the children? The one that says children need a father, this is selfish and irresponsible. To some extent, I could also agree that it's quite selfish, but it's questionable because it's a self-decision. If she goes for a sperm, you as a woman, it's your own self-decision. So if it's selfish, yes, because she decided for her own womb, for her own self, for her own future and these children. Okay, coming from the perspective of the children, I will also agree with that it can be selfish because they will not have the father side in life. Like, they don't have this role of how is a father caring for them, the model of a father in their lives. So in that regard, I will totally agree that nobody, like many of us, would not like to decide on, I will prefer to just come into life without a father, unless of course there is abuse or mistreatment or this and that. But in general matters, you will like and you will choose, if it was your choice, to have both of them, the mother and father role in your life, especially if you're a kid, if you're a child, and they have different lessons for you in life. Like, they have different impacts. Just being a single mother, I've noticed that you will be shaped in a way as if you have like the whole family together. I'm saying this because here in Latin America we have a lot of single mothers, and usually these girls, this girl, talking clearly about this specific story, she was traumatized and she had this childhood trauma about her father not being responsible for them. So from that beginning, she is biased by that. That doesn't mean that all men are like that the one that she will choose or he will choose her will be like that. Especially if you have that limiting belief, of course, you have to go and put yourself out there and believe that the best will come for you. That is what I believe for myself, at least. I do believe like there are good men out there, like really, really good men, and that I will end up being with a good man, and I also need to be a good woman for him. Of course, we cannot be one-sided, just like many stories that I've been telling. Like, I want everything, but I am not like the whole package for him. Not the whole package, but like a good match for him, at least. So in that regard, I do believe she needed to heal that wound of her father not being like present in her life. And she feeling somehow threatened by men because of the experience she had with her father. So this kind of mindset will traumatize the children if she didn't heal that part of her. No matter the money, no matter the comfort, no matter the good life she can give to his children, the mindset of oneself, like how you see life, your perspective towards a family, or the father role in a family, the importance, it will be passed down no matter what. And their children will also be like, that is what I think. And up to me, the best thing is to have a good father, a good mother, good children, beautiful family, of course. I do agree that going for the sperm bank might be a good option in the case that some girls are not finding anyone. But this is also, I don't know, guys, there are so many factors in the game. Sometimes it's all about mindset. For example, yes, I'm 38, and so many commented in previous videos like 38 women are inspired, 38 women are not attractive anymore for men, or not attractive if they want to have children. I mean, it all can happen, you know. I even met this woman that had children at 46. She couldn't had previous childs in the early marriage. So who knows why, but she ended up having at 46. It's crazy, yeah. It's not like I wanted to have, or I wish to have children at that age, but I still think 38 is still all possible. Of course, you have your own limiting beliefs and your own, preferences. Of course, if you would like to go for a 20-year-old, a 25, it has its advantages also as going for someone else. But what I wanted to say is like, I do have hope, and I have not just hope, I do believe myself as a valuable woman, that I can put myself out there in the dating market, and I feel deserving of a good man, as well as I am feeling valuable enough for a man, like not to be a leftover woman because I'm 38 or maybe soon 39, like next year, and so on. So I do not have such beliefs. Although I read comments and such, I still have my own thought. So this plays a big important role in your way of living and decision making. Like if you feel all the men will act like that, or I will not find good men in my life, or men might end up mistreating me, or by being abusive because my father was like that, or I don't want to repeat the story, then most probable you will just have this in mind. And even this can happen to you. There are so many stories here in Latin America where girls end up finding a father just like the ones they had, like abusive and absent. So the story just keeps repeating. Therefore, you have to heal your wound about the damage that your either father or mother committed on you. So for you not to go on life repeating the story, playing it over and over, because you are just maybe also making guilt others that aren't, like that was your father, but it doesn't mean like it would be your husband. At contrary, you can choose a very good, loving, caring husband, because now you deserve one. You deserve a good man in your life, since you lack for one for so long, right? One that can treat you like you deserve to be treated. Anyways, guys, please let me know your comments down below if you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna leave you down below a link, buy me a coffee. If you will please to buy me a coffee, I'll be delighted. Because as a girl too, I feel nice whenever I'm treated, like things like this makes me happy in a way. Yeah, apart from being independent or all that jazz, this just makes life nice.